Coming up this week on Virginia Dirt Pirate. Okay, well this looks good. Is that it? It's another penny. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh, it's like a... Oh, it's a hair thing. Oh my god. I think I know what this is. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, I figured out what I'm going to be doing this week. I was going through satellite imagery on some of my older permissions, and I found an anomaly at a place that I've been to before, but I guess I must have just missed it. I double checked it on the historical maps, and I found it on the 1878 map. So it looks like there's probably something there. Anyway, I'm going to go check that out first. And then later I think I'm going to head over to another site, which is a Confederate home site. And I know it is because I found a Confederate artillery button there before. It's a site that I've nicknamed the gun site because it's the only place that I've ever found gun parts at. And I found half of a Savage Navy revolver and barrel to an Enfield musket. So it's a place I've been looking forward to getting back to and doing a little bit more poking around. So tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm going to head out and see about that anomaly. And then later on in the afternoon, I'm going to head over to the gun site and we'll see if we can find any more pieces of those guns. All right, we're out here at the first stop, and starting to rain a little bit. I think I'm gonna get wet today, but that's all right. Temperature's good. It's like about almost 70 degrees. I don't mind warm rain. It's just cold rain I can't stand. So we're out here. We're gonna try to track down this anomaly. I saw it on the 1878 map. I think I matched it up on the satellite imagery. So we'll see. There's kind of a little hill over here to the right, and I'm going to cut up through the woods, and we'll see if there's anything there. All right. Nothing up on the hill. This area up here looks promising. It's kind of low ground everywhere else. So, I have a feeling if it's here, it's going to be up in here. Seems to be something going on in this area. We're way up on the slope. And just at the foot of that hill, and there appears to be iron and stuff in the area here. Not a lot though. We might be on the edge of something. And I got one hit right here. Which totally looks like shotgun shell. But I'm going to go ahead and dig it anyway. And it is out. Let's see what it is. Say it's about a 85% chance that it's a shotgun shell. If I had to guess. Uh-oh, it's in the clump. very near the surface. Right in, hang on a minute. Okay. Right in here. Ah, ha, ha, ha. The old classic beaver tail. Okie dokie. Okay, here's something here. We're going to dig that up. I think we may have found it. I'm getting iron signals. In this area, right up in here. Right up in here. I think that's where it is. But let's dig this thing here first and see what we got. Large piece of iron. Too big to get out. Looks like just kind of a flat strip. So I'm going to leave it. Okay. This is not deep. But it's not aluminum. So let's see what it is. Well, I don't know what it is. There's a hole in the middle. It's not a mason jar lid. I have no idea what it is. But one thing I do know is it's not new. I think we have found the site. I think this is it. Right here on this hilltop. Getting all kinds of signals up here, so I'm going to spend a little time. All right. That looks interesting. Let's try that. All right, it's out. And should be right there. What the heck is that? Ah! Oops, sorry. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like a... Oh, it's a hair thing. Huh. That's interesting. Let me get my phone out. Okay, I thought it was like a hair comb, but it's not a comb. It is a piece of jewelry, though. I don't have any idea how old it is. I'm going to have to clean it up, but I got to be careful. I already knocked that blue one loose, so I'm going to have to re-glue it. But I'm going to bring it home and clean it up very carefully. Maybe there's some information on it. That's very interesting. All right, here's a low one. Looks like it's down a ways. Let's dig it and see what it is. Okay, well, this is it. I can't tell what it is. I don't think it's aluminum. I don't know, though. Let me clean it up and get a better look. All right, here's another one. Good solid signal right on the line. Let's dig it. And it's out. Let's have a look. Might be a shotgun shell, but it is rather high. Let's see what we got. Come on now, come on. Where the hell is it? Is that it? It's another penny. Oh man. Is it an Indian? Hang on a second. I recognize that color. I recognize that color. It is an Indian. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. All right, let me get my phone out. Yep, another Indian. I'll be damned. And it's a 1902. No doubt about that one. Oh my gosh. Wow. 2 weeks in a row. Awesome. 2 signals. All right, let's dig them up. Okay. One was a small shotgun shell, and the other one was falsing. Okay, that takes care of that. All right, here's a high tone. Sounds small and is deep. Very interesting. Let's see what that is. Modern slug. At least I think it's modern. Heading over to site number 2. This is the Confederate home site that I refer to as the gun site. This site is actually 2 sites. There's a lower site and an upper site. The lower site, everything dates from about the time of the Civil War until about the 1880s. And then at the upper site, it seems to date from sometime around the 1880s until early 1900s. Found all kinds of stuff here though. Found buttons and coins and buckles and all kinds of stuff. So we will see what we can find today. So today I'm going to continue on with what I've been doing for probably about the past 6 or 8 months, which is every time I come here I move some of the rock pile. I'm basically moving it from one spot to another. And you can see there's rock. There's also brick in this pile. So I'm basically moving this pile over to here. And it may not even matter. This place is due to be logged pretty soon. And if the loggers come through here, they may push all this around anyhow. But if not, probably what I will do is, after I get done moving the rocks, I'll just kind of rake this area out a little bit and throw some grass seed down. But you can see there's iron and stuff laying around. So what I'm looking for is any long pieces of iron that could be a gun barrel maybe, or anything else. Found all kinds of interesting iron stuff here. Not just gun parts, but also pieces of old locks and things. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. Getting a pretty good size iron signal here. I can tell it's falsing. Looks like a pretty good sized piece of iron. And up here around the rock pile, you never know what it's going to be. Hard to say looking at the trace. But I'm going to do some digging and see if I can find it. Alright, got it dug out. And this appears to be a small piece of something, probably maybe a hoe or something. And also some more wagon wheel rim. Find lots of this around here. Another good sized iron signal over here. I can tell it's falsing. Looks like a pretty good sized signal, so I'm gonna dig down and get it. And it looks like yet another farm implement. Little hoe. Hey, I can actually use this to dig with. Probably break. Seems to be a lot of stuff right down in this corner here. A lot of iron, and there's something else here too. I don't know what that is. Probably falsing. Looks like it's probably falsing. It's a strong signal. Let me see if I can get that out. Okay, I finally got to it. It's stuck in there pretty good. It looks like a pipe. It's too big to be a gun barrel, unfortunately. Certainly for a pistol. But it does have an interesting signal. Has an interesting signal. All right. Let me see if I can dig it out. Oh my God. I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. I'll try to pull it loose. I think this is a bayonet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ugh. Oh my God, that's exactly what it is. Holy crap. Oh my God. Holy crap. Oh my God. Oh my God, I think it's whole. Oh my God. 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 That's incredible. That's incredible. I bet you this thing fits right on the barrel of that Enfield. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I kind of figured there were more gun parts here. Holy crap. That is definitely a first. I'm not even going to try to straighten it. Oh, it's amazing that that tip stayed on there. That's absolutely incredible. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it for today. After finding that bayonet, I just lost my focus. But that's all right. It's kind of a wet, damp day today anyhow. I would love to just tear that mound apart, see what else is in there. I'm sure there's stuff in there that would just blow my mind. But digging out rocks that weigh, 20 or 30 pounds, that's backbreaking work. But I'll get it done sooner or later, a little bit at a time. All right, time for the weekly wrap-up. And this week there's not really a whole lot to talk about. There's really only 3 items of note. But obviously the bayonet that I found this week is the star of the show. And I found it at the Confederate homesite, which I've nicknamed the gun site, because it's the only site that I've ever found gun parts at. Now, I don't really know a whole lot about bayonets. I'm trying to do some research, but basically there's not a whole lot that I can say about this bayonet. It's very rusted and pitted, so I can't tell whether it's marked. I'm going to have to do some electrolysis on it and get it cleaned up a bit. It does have the 18-inch blade, and it also has a shorter socket. This socket is the 2.6-inch socket, not the 3-inch socket. So it's not the model 1855. It's probably the model 1835. That's about all I know right now. I'm still doing some research on it. But either way, that is a bucket lister find for me. Aside from the bayonet, it was really a lot of odds and ends and shotgun shells and the usual. I did find yet another Indian head penny. So that makes 2 weeks in a row that I found Indian head pennies. This one's in pretty nice shape too. And this one is a 1902. Always love finding Indian head pennies. And I also found this piece of jewelry, which is very interesting. One of the little glass beads is missing. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it. I have no idea how old it is, but It was very cool looking. It's a very fun thing to find, and it will end up in my jewelry collection. So next week, bow season will have started, and the number of sites that I have available to me will start to shrink. And that's the bad news. The good news is I still have plenty of other sites that I can go to. I recently sat down and tried to think about all the sites that I know about on all the different permissions. And as far as I can tell, I have about 126 different sites. And this includes major sites and minor sites and barn sites and all kinds of things. But during hunting season, that shrinks down to about a dozen. But they're good sites, though. These are sites that I've found some significant stuff at in the past. So in the coming months, I will be making good use of them. Anyhow, if you like what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, dig it all, fill in your holes, and leave nothing but footprints.